Hello, my friend. Stay a while and listen.
Blizzard, Blizzard, Blizzard. So, what's going on, everybody? It is the one and only, in effect, as always. We are here today to look at the situation around Blizzard and Diablo, specifically Diablo Immortal. Now, if you're not familiar with what Diablo Immortal actually is, you've probably been living under a rock for the last few days, because at BlizzCon this weekend, Blizzard now announced that there's going to be a new entry in the Diablo series. And they've actually announced that this game is going to be called Diablo Immortal. And of course, once the name and a little bit of hype and the fact that there was a new announcement and all, everyone kind of went crazy. And then something else happened. That something else was that Diablo 2 is going to take place. It's an MMO style game almost. Kinda, it's weird, we'll see now in a second. And it takes place between Diablo 2 and Diablo 3. This game is a mobile exclusive game. Let me say that again. This is a mobile exclusive Diablo game. It plays like Diablo, to an extent at least anyway. It's not a card game, it's not a turn-based game, it's not a management game. This is essentially a new style Diablo. Much to everyone's complete dismay, myself included, we were not happy. In fact, if you head on over to YouTube right now and look at the actual cinematic reveal trailer, as of this morning, there were 330,000 dislikes and about 8,000 likes. So let me say that again. About 8,000 likes and 330-ish thousand dislikes. Now, Blizzard have actually been found guilty of some way, shape and form of possibly colluding with YouTube to have over 100,000 dislikes removed from the video. But these new ones, these new dislikes, they're not the same ones. So even if 100,000 dislikes were removed, these extra 100,000 or extra 200,000, 300,000, whatever, are new, different dislikes. That just goes to show how bad this is. So for all intents and purposes, you're looking at roughly 450,000 dislikes versus 8,000 something likes. This is not okay. This is not happy. This is not copacetic and kosher. Everyone is pissed off. It's understandable that people who have been clamoring for proper new Diablo, be it a new Diablo 3 expansion pack after they fucked up the last kind of, we won't call it expansion, because Reaper of Souls basically laid the foundation for the good version of Diablo 3 that it's now become, or at least a passable version. But then what they did after that with the whole Necromancer thing, that was a load of bullshit. And supposedly they cancelled the second expansion, which I don't even know what to say about it at this point. It's just such a fuck up. But back to the point. But as Diablo fans, a lot of the stuff we've been asking for so long, features, mechanics, etc., is being put into this, Diablo Immortal. And it's not being put into the PC game. It's not being put into Diablo 3. It's not being put into some new game that may or may not be coming out that we do or don't know about. Because they have said, supposedly at least anyway, because we all know how companies are, that multiple Diablo projects are in the works. But right now, that's not what we care about. And everyone was pissed off at this. There are people at BlizzCon actively asking, is this an out-of-season April's Fool's joke? Are there any plans to bring this kind of stuff to the PC version? The game we've already paid for, and the game we actually play. But it gets worse. It gets worse. First off, the whole idea of a mobile game and all is just an absolute joke. It's such a terrible platform. It's bad enough when you put this kind of thing on a console because of controls, but then to put it on a small screen, even smaller than the Switch, and try to play it on there with touchscreen controls, just, oh my god, what is all I can say. But moving aside from all of that, we're just going to move beyond all of the whole fact that this game is an affront to the people who made Blizzard what they are. And of course, as PC gamers, we are the actual ones that stand up and fight when companies do bullshit. We're the ones that fight back, unlike the console users, because we actually can. We have that choice. But anyway, I digress. Let's go back to what I actually want to talk about. There are many people out there, Blizzard included, as well as the absolutely laughable joke of gaming media, because we all know gaming journalism is just almost paid shillery at this point. Not to mention that pretty much all of them are highly unqualified to do what they do, and there's a reason why they're, quote, games journalists, unquote, and not real journalists. They're just essentially bloggers and failed reporters. But anyway, all of these people, did Blizzard themselves, gaming media from all different sites, all different outlets, whatever it is, even individuals within them, are now having the absolute balls to call everyone, the PC gamers, the console gamers, whoever, who is upset about this and how Blizzard's taking this direction instead of focusing on other stuff, how we're entitled whiny babies. Like I said, even on stage, Blizzard and their reps looked at everyone. It's like, what, you people don't have phones? That's not the fucking point. Back to one other part before we go on into this proper, full-on detail. Now, like I said a second ago, you had the gaming media doing the same thing, calling everyone entitled whiny babies. Why? Because we don't get a product in a series that we want, that's usually in line with this kind of style or whatever. There's absolutely nothing wrong with being, quote, entitled, unquote, as a consumer. You are entitled to a better product, to something you want. If a company puts out something no one wants, then the company will lose money or fail or flop. It depends on the given situation. These companies are not entitled to your time, your hard drive space, your, for argument's sake, your fucking phone storage space. If they put out a product that people do not like, that's their problem. That's the company's problem, not everyone else's problem. Just because you're Blizzard, and just because this has the name Diablo on it, no matter what you put out, we are not automatically guaranteed to like it. You are not entitled to us liking your products just because of what they are, who you are, or what series they are. And you have these fucking shills defending this? These laughable gaming media motherfuckers? They're the ones blaming us. It's not my fault that your job relies on what they do and what they say. This is going to go down in an absolute epic fuck up if you ask me. It already has, but it's going to go even worse. It's going to go even beyond it. So as you can imagine, we are having none of this whatsoever. And the fact that the gaming media, these joke profession motherfuckers, the fact that they have the nerve and the gall to insult us because we don't like a product and it doesn't appeal to us, you seem to still think we are obligated to give these companies our time and our money. Remember, none of these companies, no matter what they are entitled to your money. They're not even entitled to your time if something is free. No matter what pedigree or legacy a series or studio has, you have to vie with the other competition in order to be worth that for you or from you. And do you know what happens when an enjoyable product isn't presented and something that literally about almost 500,000, if not more, fans are actively disgusted and displeased with? We go elsewhere. We give other people our time and money. We give money and time to other companies who put out stuff like this. A big comparison would be CD Projekt Red. A lot of people have been praising them since The Witcher 3. They make these big single-player rich story experiences with so much time needed to put into them, so you essentially get so much bang for your buck when it comes to that. So people will start going to CD Projekt Red, especially with Cyberpunk 2077 coming out sometime, well, I won't say soon, but people will go elsewhere with their time and people will go elsewhere with their money. That's the most important thing. And just because you're Blizzard, you're probably sitting up there on your high horse laughing at people and whatever. We'll see how that works out for you when your next investor meeting rolls around. Or when you don't get a return on Diablo Immortal. And strangely enough, I haven't actually seen many fanboys fight for this whole situation as well. Strangely enough, most of them, because they're PC gamers and of course logical and have the choice to fight back, have actually done so. You've even seen a lot of the Sony guys, a lot of the Microsoft guys, and even some of the Nintendo guys actually fight against this. Granted, I have seen more Nintendo fanboys actually defend this situation than any other platform fanboy, but what an absolute fucking joke this is. I hope this crashes and burns, and I don't even know what's going to happen for the future. I've seen people swear off Blizzard games for life because of it. I've seen people swear off Diablo games for life because of this. But it's quite the fucking insult if you ask me. So let me know in the comments section below, where do you stand on this whole situation? Do you care? Do you not care? Are you pissed off? Like me, have you disliked the video? Or what's the deal with it? Let me know all of that in the comments section below, no matter where you stand on the situation. Hit the appropriate button to let me know I did on the video. While you're at it, head on over, hit the subscribe button, even ring the little notification bell. Granted, getting a notification from YouTube in current year is a whole other story when it comes to getting one for a video upload or a live stream or whatnot. But hey, at least you can say you tried, am I right? As always, thank you so much for watching. I will see you in the rest of the videos in my channel.